Welcome! It's not writing with AMAP. This is a product review. I haven't done many of these, but I thought I would do it while it's cold outside. See, this is the Freeze Out. They have some pretty good, I love their fabric. I love everything that they've done with their fabric. This is the neck guard and the gloves. And I'm not going to be like Everride and strip down for you and show you my drawers, but this is their pants, or thermals, I guess you could say. And while it's 21 degrees outside, I have ridden to work in temperatures that cold, and I wanted to tell you about this Freeze Out stuff. The Freeze Out is awesome. It totally blocks the wind that's coming through. Now, but if this is your neck guard, I actually wear it upside down because it's too tight around my face. So I wore it upside down, and that was better. But the problem is the front is way bigger than the back. And so the back catches a lot of drafts and stuff if I don't dress right. So I end up still wearing one of these others underneath to cover up in the back. And this one is great for when it's cooler and it lets the wind, but it lets the wind through. So it's not the best for when it's super cold. So using both of them was fairly annoying. So I found a different product that I've really enjoyed. This one is Thermic. What is that? Zadiki close. Okay, but the Thermic brand is way better. This is the top where your nose goes, and it's great because it gives you a little breathing room there. The technology is just as good as far as letting the wind, it does not penetrate. And the design is much better. You can tell that the people who designed these actually ride motorcycles, whereas the people who do the Freeze Outs, I don't know what they ride. It just, but the fabric is, I actually like the fabric better. It's a little softer on the inside than this one. This one's not as thick, and so this one was, I like the feel of this. I just wish it was in this shape. So Freeze Out, good fabric, but Thermatech, better design, if that makes sense. See how it comes up and gets your nose and your back, your neck's all enclosed, and then it comes out here for your chest. It's a much better design. So after getting the Freeze Outs for my neck, I did buy the thermal pants, and it's got the Freeze Out technology in the front, so this would be your knee and your part of your shin and your thighs. See, and so the inside is open, and it's great. It works beautifully. I actually love it. I mean, it works really well. It's got little stirrups here in case you like to ride cruisers and have your feet out. So you stick your heels in there, and it doesn't fly up. Wind doesn't fly up your pant leg. So great thing. They can get a little hot if you're not sitting down. Like riding to work is great, but then when you're at work, if you're active, if you walk around and stuff, I wouldn't recommend them. If you're more of a sitter job in front of the computer, you'll be fine. But the more active you are, they do tend to get a little hot, and they do sweat a little bit, especially around where this is not really breathable. It doesn't let the wind in, which is keeping you warm. But then when you're all day at work, you don't have to run and change. So good design there. Let's see here. Now their gloves are designed to go inside thicker gloves. Okay, so this one I really like the feel of these gloves. They are Hot Shot and they're kind of a Gore-Tex-y gravel something or other. I did have to loosen this. This was way too tight, so I got in there and snipped off those things and said, because you got to have circulation. I found that if you're tight and sealed off and the blood doesn't flow, your hands just freeze. So make sure you got plenty of room. There's got to be enough room in your fingers for the blood to flow. Don't let that be all tight and closed off. And you got to have enough room for the blood to flow right here. Do not let your wrist be totally sealed off. That freezes your hand really bad. You've got to have good circulation. Well, again, the freeze-out technology is weird. So look how big the palm of this is, and then look how tiny the fingers are. My 10-year-old daughter's fingers are longer than that. So again, goofy design. These are a large, and there's no way that they're a large. And some people think that if you order a bigger size, you might be okay. But the problem is it doesn't. My human hands don't look like this. Maybe chimpanzee's hands, but not human. So instead of sending them back and it was a big hassle, I found a way to solve that, is to just cut out the tip. So, and again, you know, when you're riding your bike, you're on the handlebars like so these parts of your fingers are tucked in more anyway. But the freeze-out technology is such that, again, you put these inside your gloves, and it does a good job of keeping you warm. It blocks any of the wind that's hitting right here. Now, of course, the best way to block the wind is to have, you know, a motorcycle with something that blocks it outside, and even those handlebar muffs that you might have seen on one of my other videos. But so I hope this helps keep you warm. It's kind of a pain after you clench these to take them off, but it's better than having this. What I did is I tested them. You know, I kept this one on, and this one was just too tight. And this one, my hands stayed warmer. So I'm just going to put these off right here. Just take that and doop, 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 doop. There we go. And then I'm ready to go. And my fingers will now protrude instead of bind. See that? And they work great. So stay warm out there and keep riding.